Hey everyone, YouTube subscribers and Facebook group members, Facebook friends, and anyone who's found this video and is looking to learn more about Andy's free guitar chart videos. And yes, it's all about guitar, but it's all about these charts I've made. And this is today's chart. It's just kind of like a hodgepodge chart, but it really it is an important chart. There's no unimportant lesson in music or guitar or any other instrument. So perhaps it might be a better idea to just look at where we left off yesterday. We've got this cacophony of charts here, and the thing to remember about this particular setup here is the fact that we have the word cage being spelled. We have the main fretboard here. Okay, this is the main fretboard here. These fretboards are lined up. So, gosh, I'd have to kind of like zoom in to see this. But so if you have this A here in the key of C on this side fretboard here, you'd see this 6 here all the way down the line. 6 into the main fretboard, the backbone fretboard. 28 fretboard down here, you'd see it straight up, straight down. So everything was lined up like that, and there just wasn't enough room to get everything exactly, but it is where it is. Okay, so this is the 28 fret 3-tier fretboard long and short cage patterns. S2, 3, 4, 5, and S3XL. Playaway meaning that it's already warped, it's all ready to go. So let's look at the C box again. We're going to review a little bit from yesterday. We have the luxury of a guitar. We have the luxury of the C box being the C cage, you might call it, being able to be played the entire, we might call it scale, starting from E minor and going all the way up to G here. Without, we can play the entire diatonic scale in the C cage. C is the only cage that you can do that with. Okay, so you got the C cage below it. On my guitar, I down-tuned my guitar 2 whole steps, so I can play an E shape C down here. But if I bring that up, okay, so that's your E. That's the real E, the real deal E. All right. So looking at the cages, we have the C cage here, the D cage here. Okay, and then above it we have the A cage. So as the word cage would lead into itself again, C-A-G-E-D, C-A-G-E-D, D-C, D cage, C cage, A cage, G cage, E cage, and D cage again, octave. But C is the only cage that you can do the diatonic or the pentatonic without going below the bar that you would have to hit if you wanted to do any C-shaped chord. Okay, so your fret nut is right here, but I have to bar it because I extended my guitar down to be like a baritone guitar. So let's look at the C box. It's in green here, and for the fun of it, I'm playing a long C here. Alright, so it's going to start on the 3, which E becomes the 3rd of C, and we're going to cut right into this S4 long here. Alright, and I could almost practically just call this an S4 3 or an S4 C, because this is the C shape. Let's just talk about the string shapes. In the C box here, the bottom string is 3, 4, 5, so we call that the C string shape because it's the bottom string in the C cage. Moving over to the A cage now. Alright, so where's the short A cage? Right here. And it's a tripentatonic. It also includes its fourth and its fifth. And these are the shapes, A shape and D shape. Right, so we have the bottom string of this. Now the C here and this G here are just bookends. The string shape name is in the middle of the two action notes in the bottom of the tripentatonic A cage. So that would be where our A is. Moving over to the G cage now. And the problem is, where is G? So, you know, I know it starts on 6-7 root, and that's your G string shape right there, 6-7 root. It's shown down here because there was no room to put it without blocking stuff out here. So that's why this particular drawing is all over the place, right? So here's our G shape, 6-7 root. It's a G string shape. It's a one string shape. It will be called S1G. It means play 6-7 root, whatever the key you're in, whatever key you're in. So key is C. Okay, so here's a C shape, C, key is C. The G shape, string shape would be 6-7 root. And last but not least is the D shape. 2, 3, 4. There's your D shape. Here's your bookend isolation with the shapes below it and above it. Now these are related. The D shape is related to the C shape in the caged word. So C-A-G-E-D, C-A-G-E-D. So D goes to C. Going the other way isn't so bad either because it's a pentatonic scale in C. So it goes D, E, G, A, C. Right here, D, E, G, A, and C string shape. So there's our string shapes. So we look at the, for now we're just going to call it the S4L. We're going to start it on a 3. The entire pattern is actually 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. And we can just cut into that pattern. I'm doing this so that it stays simple. The longer patterns, we're going to keep them with the old names. We've got new names for you today. So we've got the longer patterns up here that are going to be playing on and off the fretboard. Coming on the fretboard here is most of an S4L and then an S3L. That's what we're going to play when we play the long pattern. And we're also today going to look at these two cages. Here's the short cage of C. Here it is. Here's how you'd play it. And here's the short cage of A. And it's actually up here, so we'll zoom out a little bit. So here's the short cage of A. They're both involved with this fretboard right here, although you could use this fretboard up here for the long pattern in A. See, so it's 3 fretboards, but they're all lined up. They're all lined up like this. So what we're also going to be looking at today is, and I did promise we were going to do this yesterday, and that is looking at the modal advantages of looking at the 2 cages at a time. And I'll just tell you right now, you look at A minor, which is 6 root 3 in the key of C. Here's 1, 2, 3. Here's root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 root 3. Right, so right here is 3-6 root. There's our regular A minor that we play. But over here in the A box, we've got 6 root 3. And that A box, you know, you go 1 pentatonic scale down, or you go forward in cage. A goes to G. We have a G minor shaped A minor there. There's G